If you're over 60, let's be honest, climbing stairs probably doesn't feel like it used to. You take that first step and instantly feel it. A little tension in your knees, maybe some tightness in your thighs, or that slow burn that reminds you just how different things feel now compared to when you were 40. But what if I told you that the reason stairs feel hard isn't actually getting old? It's not weakness. It's not lack of willpower. It's something much simpler. Your body has quietly forgotten a few movement patterns that once made stairs completely effortless. See, as we age, we naturally stop using certain muscles as often. The brain slowly turns down the volume on the signals that tell those muscles to work together. So the body compensates by overusing some muscles, underusing others, and suddenly simple things like stairs start to feel like hard work. But here's the good news. You can reverse that completely naturally. Today we're going to talk about 5 simple research-backed movements that help your body remember how to move like it used to, smoother, stronger, and more stable, especially when it comes to stairs. These aren't gym exercises. You won't need weights, equipment, or even a personal trainer. You just need a few minutes, a wall, and your own body. And before we start, if you're someone who's over 60 and wants to feel stronger, steadier, and more in control of your movement again, go ahead and subscribe to this channel, Over 60 Vital Health. Every week we share real, science-based routines that help you stay young in body and mind without medication or gimmicks. All right, let's get started. I want you to imagine something. You're walking up a flight of stairs. Step by step, your knees bend, your muscles fire, and you feel balanced. No pain, no stiffness, just smooth, confident movement, the way it felt decades ago. That's the goal of this short routine. And it starts with one surprisingly powerful exercise, the wall sit hold. Now this move might look easy, but don't underestimate it. It strengthens your thighs, hips, and glutes, the muscles that carry your entire body up every step. Most importantly, it trains what's called isometric endurance, the ability for your muscles to stay strong in one position. Here's how to do it. Stand with your back against a wall. Walk your feet forward about 2 feet and slide down until your thighs are parallel to the floor. Your knees should be directly above your ankles, not past your toes. Keep your back flat, your head up, and your core slightly tight. Now hold that position. You'll feel your legs start to shake. That's good. That's your muscles waking up. Start with 20 seconds, then add 5 seconds each week until you can hold it for 90 seconds. If you want to take it up a notch, lift one heel at a time during the hold. That tiny movement challenges your balance and strengthens your knees even more. Do this every other day. In just a couple of weeks, you'll notice that stairs start feeling smoother, like your legs remember how to support you again. Now let's move to exercise number 2, the step down. Most people think improving stair strength means practicing stepping up, but the real key lies in learning to step down with control. Going downstairs safely requires what's called eccentric control. That means your muscles need to stay strong while they lengthen. To practice this, find a low step, maybe the bottom stair in your house. Stand tall on it, holding onto the railing for support if needed. Shift your weight to your right leg and slowly lower your left foot toward the floor. Take about 3 seconds to reach the ground, then lightly tap your toes before pushing back up through your right heel. That's 1 repetition. Keep your body upright, don't lean too far forward, and keep your right knee in line with your toes. Start with 8 reps on each leg. After a week or 2, work up to 12. When that feels easy, hold a small weight, even a water bottle, at your chest for extra challenge. Now here's something interesting. In one university mobility study, older adults who practiced controlled step-downs improved stair speed by almost 30% in 6 weeks. But even more importantly, their confidence doubled. They no longer hesitated before stepping down. That kind of confidence changes how you move through daily life. All right, ready for the 3rd movement? This one's all about balance and stability, the standing hip abduction. Your hip muscles, especially the ones on the outer sides of your thighs, are your body's natural shock absorbers. They keep you stable whenever you're standing on one leg, like during each step on a staircase. But as we age, those muscles often weaken and stop firing properly, making you feel wobbly or unsteady. To retrain them, stand tall beside a wall or sturdy chair. Shift your weight onto one leg and slowly lift the other leg straight out to the side. Keep your toes pointing forward, not up, and don't lean your body. Let your leg do the work. Hold the lift for 2 seconds, then lower slowly. Do 10 repetitions on each side. Once it feels too easy, add a light resistance band around your ankles. That added resistance helps rebuild the muscle connection between your hips and legs. Consistency here is everything. Even 2 short sets a day, during TV commercials or while brushing your teeth, will make a real difference in your balance and stair stability. Now, let's talk about movement number 4. One of the most practical exercises ever, the sit to stand. Think about it. How many times a day do you get up from a chair, couch, or bed? That's essentially the same movement pattern as climbing stairs. If you can strengthen your sit to stand, you'll automatically improve your stair ability. Here's how to do it right. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet shoulder-width apart, planted firmly on the ground. Cross your arms over your chest, no using your hands. Now lean slightly forward from your hips and push through your heels to stand up tall. Once standing, pause for a second, then lower yourself back down slowly under control. Make sure you're not dropping into the chair. Lower down softly. That control is what builds real-world strength. Start with 3 sets of 8 reps. Once you can do them easily, pause for 2 seconds just above the chair before standing up again. That extra hold builds power in the same muscles that lift you with every stair step. When researchers looked at functional strength in older adults, they found that sit-to-stand ability was one of the top predictors of independence. People who could do 15 or more reps without support were significantly less likely to need mobility aids later in life. So even though it looks simple, don't skip it. This single movement could be the difference between relying on a handrail and climbing stairs with confidence. And now the 5th and final movement, the heel raise hold. This one is the game changer. Your calf muscles provide almost half the force you need to climb stairs. But over time, they lose both strength and endurance, not because of age, but because we simply stop using them the way we used to. Here's how to rebuild that power. Stand tall with your toes on the edge of a step, heels hanging slightly off. Hold on to something for balance if needed. Slowly rise up onto your toes as high as you can, and hold the top position for 3 full seconds. Then lower your heels slowly until they drop just below the step. That deep stretch and controlled movement rebuild your fast twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for quick, strong movement. Start with 3 sets of 12 reps, resting about 90 seconds between sets. Once it feels easy, try doing one leg at a time. If you want to make it more challenging, vary your foot position. Toes straight ahead, turned slightly out, then slightly in. That variation hits different parts of your calves, ankles, and feet, helping you maintain balance and joint stability. Within 10 to 14 days, you'll feel stronger. By week 6, your steps will feel lighter. And by week 8, you'll likely notice that going upstairs takes half the effort it used to. Now, let's tie it all together. These 5 movements each target a different piece of the puzzle. Heel raises give you power. Sit to stands rebuild strength. Hip abductions restore balance. Step downs train control. Wall sits create endurance. When you combine them, you're retraining your body to move as one connected unit again, the way it was designed to. And the best part? This entire routine takes less than 20 minutes. You can do it in your living room anytime, no equipment needed. If you make this a habit, say 3 to 4 times per week, you'll not only move better, but you'll feel younger. You'll walk with more stability, have more energy, and maybe most importantly, you'll stop fearing those stairs. Because stairs are more than just steps. They represent confidence, freedom, and independence. Being able to move up and down them easily means you're in control of your body, not the other way around. So here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, do this simple 5-movement routine. Take a short walk beforehand to warm up your muscles, then flow through each movement. Wall sits, step downs, hip lifts, sit to stands, and heel raises. Track how your legs feel each week. You might be amazed how quickly your body responds. Even after 60, 70, or 80, your muscles want to work again. They just need the right invitation. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, tap that like button. It helps YouTube show it to more people who might need it. And in the comments, tell me, which movement felt hardest for you? Or if you've tried these before, how long did it take before you noticed a difference? I read every comment, and your experience could inspire someone else to start. And before you go, remember this. You are not too old to move freely again. Age does not define your strength. Your habits do. So take that first step today. Rebuild your coordination, your balance, and your confidence, one simple move at a time. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe to Over 60 Vital Health for more natural ways to keep your body strong, flexible, and full of life. Because staying young isn't about counting years, it's about how powerfully you keep living them.